Hi, welcome to our presentation, Mood Disorders and Their Connection to Global Mental Health. My name is Rose Drew. I attend River Bluff High School, and today's date is July 1st, 2023. On the screen, you will see a presentation outline that I have created to help guide you through my presentation. Let's start off with a little bit about myself. I'm a rising sophomore. I'm from Lexington, South Carolina, and I go to River Bluff High School. At school, I'm involved in many organizations and hold quite a few positions. For example, I'm the secretary of the executive board for my school's HOSA leadership team. I'm the sophomore class financial coordinator for student council, and I'm the captain of the women's varsity tennis team. I have always been interested in mental health and global health in general. I hope to major in biochemistry and become a cardiologist. I currently volunteer at the Lexington Medical Center Extended Care and with the Mental Health American Association of South Carolina. The top right photo is my partner and I placing third at HOSA State this year. Our event was called Mental Health Promotion, where we spread awareness and held events for mood disorders and mental health. I currently manage an Instagram account where I advocate and spread awareness about mental health, which I will go more in depth later on in this presentation. As you can see, I have quite a bit of prior knowledge and experience in this topic. To start off my presentation, I want to introduce a quote that I believe everyone should know. There are wounds that never show on the body that are deeper and more hurtful than anything that bleeds, by Laura Hamilton. I believe this quote does a phenomenal job at representing mental health as a whole and showing the toll that it takes on us as humans. To provide some background, here is a quick overview of mood disorders. They are a mental health condition that primarily affects your emotional state. When you have a mood disorder, your general emotional state or mood is distorted or inconsistent, and it affects your ability to function. Some examples of mood disorders are depression, bipolar, schizophrenia, self-harm, and substance-induced. For the last part of my background information, I would like to share the reason why mood disorders are connected to global health and why it is a global health issue. Mental health is a global health issue because it affects everyone in some way or another. This includes people who are experiencing mental health struggles or have in the past, and those who care about them. Mental health can affect anyone at any stage of life and can have lasting effects. HopeTrust.org states that 1 in 4 people will be affected by a mental illness at some point in their lives. 14.3% of deaths worldwide, which is approximately 8 million deaths per year, are attributable to mental disorders. Our World in data states that 1 in 3 women and 1 in 5 men will experience major depression in their lives, and about 14% of adolescents struggle with a mood disorder. Anyone, anywhere can struggle with mental health. Moving on to the presentation body, I'm going to identify and explain not only some of the causes of mental health issues and mood disorders, but also why mood disorders are increasing and getting worse. The first major issue is government spending. 0.4% of global health resources are going towards mental health. Mental health concerns and needs are growing and expected to substantially increase moving forward, yet mental health services have been consistently underfunded. Another issue is the stigma of mental health and mood disorders. A lack of awareness, education, perception, and a fear of people who struggle with mental illness all lead to increased stigmas and stereotypes of people who struggle with mental health. This matters because it can contribute to worsening symptoms and reduce likelihood of getting treatment. The last issue I will be talking about today is accessibility to healthcare. The ratio of counselors to the overall population is significantly unbalanced. According to the latest statistics from the World Health Organization, the United States has 29.8 psychologists per 100,000 people, and in countries like Afghanistan, Ghana, and Egypt have a combined average of just 0.12 psychologists per 100,000 people. Before I get into the work that I have personally done, I want to share the purpose and the importance of awareness and just simply talking about mood disorders and mental health. As I have been doing for this past year, I want to spread awareness and advocate for those who struggle with mental health. There are 3 main reasons as to why I started doing this in the first place. First, I have friends that experience or have experienced some type of mood disorder. Actually, around 3 years ago, I lost my best friend to suicide. She struggled with depression and she felt like she had no one to turn to. This was the main reason as to why I chose mental health as a topic of interest, because I want to prevent anyone else from experiencing what I felt and what she went through. Additionally, as mentioned before, mood disorders are shockingly extremely common in the world. And finally, it is an opportunity for me to learn more about mental health and teach others about what could be happening to not only their friends, but themselves as well. Starting the beginning of the 2022 to 2023 school year, my HOSA partner and I started researching and preparing to start our journey. We chose mood disorders and immediately began work on our campaign. The whole idea of our campaign was to spread awareness to people through outreach on Instagram. After we finished posting about our three chosen mood disorders, which was depression, bipolar, and substance-induced, we started to focus more on posting about high school students and commonly asked questions. We used several methods, including anonymity, so that our peers would be comfortable when talking to us about their struggles, involvement from our peers, where we sent out Google Forms that collected over 170 responses, and we used bold and bright colors opposed to less saturated and pastel colors. We also held fundraisers and hosted a mental health run with over 70 participants. Finally, to conclude, I would like to say that there are no ways to prevent or reduce the incidence of mood disorders. However, they can often be treated with success. Treatments can include antidepressant and mood stabilizing medicines, psychotherapy, family therapy, and other types of therapy. The intense stigma and discrimination toward people with mental illnesses makes it difficult to have a transparent conversations about how we feel. I think it is so important to just talk and advocate and spread awareness about the struggle of mental health. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood. Mood disorders do not discriminate. They can affect anyone, regardless of your age, gender, income, race, or any other aspect of your identity. Here is my slides for our statistics and image resources. Here are my acknowledgements. Thank you to my family for helping me chase my dreams and providing me with everything that I have. Thank you to my HOSA partner, my HOSA club at school, my HOSA advisor, and thank you to Lexington Medical Center Extended Care and the Mental Health America Association of South Carolina for letting me volunteer, letting me experience things that many others wouldn't, and just letting me be involved in my community. Here is my email in case you'd like to ask me any questions, and thank you so much for your time. I really hope you enjoyed listening to what I had to say.